just lazy defense on the glass there.
Well, nobody boxed out. Nobody put a body on anybody else. Things like that not only drive the coach crazy, that stuff gets under my skin.
Back to Bradley. 6 to shoot. Crowder kicks to Johnson. Here's Bradley. The rebound by the Spurs.
I tell you what, folks, I bet he won't miss that shot next time he takes it.
Well, the Spurs just don't go on losing streaks very often, Greg. One perk of being a talented veteran group.
Yeah, how about the Spurs lost 4 games in a row twice last year. Over the last decade before that, Kevin, they had only lost 4 games in a row twice. Unbelievable.
And a new group in for the Celtics. Zeller, he's checked in for Sullinger. Jerebko comes in for Johnson. Evan Turner, he's checked in for Crowder. And Marcus Smart is subbed in for Bradley. Smart. It's deflected. They retain possession. Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
Here's Simmons. He's usually able to provide some lift to his team, averaging 6 points a game. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
Now Thomas. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. With 1 on the clock. And that concludes the first quarter of play. It's the Celtics up by 8. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return. And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. And the Celtics guys, what jumps out to you stats-wise?
You know, they're not going to sit back and just take jump shots. It's all about attacking the paint and getting to the rim.
That's who they are. They've been the aggressor early, attacking the hoop and getting into that paint.
Isaiah Thomas out there was Smart. Then it's Turner. Then it's Tyler Zeller. And it's Jerebko in the power forward position. That's the Boston 5.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case. It looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant, and this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
And he gets it to go.
They started the game off tortoise-like, but their offense coming to life.
Yeah, they've got a little bit more pep in their step as they start to put together some rhythm.
Passes to Mills. Jacks up a 3. The shot is off. And it's Boston the other way. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Coming off that loss against the Timberwolves.
Yeah, I had the chills watching that. It really was a nightmare defensively for them when you go into that building and get punished by some very hot shooters.
They didn't challenge the shooters. They didn't defend the shooters like they should have. And once the fans got into it and the arena started ramping up and cranking up, it was over.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Jared Sullinger's checked in for Tyler Zeller. Johnson comes in for Jerebko. Crowder, he's checked in for Evan Turner. And it's Avery Bradley in for Thomas. Here's Diaw. Good D by Sullinger.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
San Antonio making a switch here. Duncan's checked in. And stolen by Aldridge. And they're pushing it up. Here's Parker. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Parker's got his second bucket. Now here's Smart, covered by Parker. Smart with the ball. Looking for his first basket still in this one. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
Now here's Parker. 6-point game. Outside Aldridge. He dents the rim with a two-handed slam. Wow.
And guys, this game won't be close for long if they keep giving up dunks like that.
No, it won't, G.A. You're right. A glaring error defensively and letting him get all the way to the basket that time.
But it's only 2 points. I mean, it was flashy, no doubt, but still, it only counts for 2. 2 is all.
All right, let's keep it going for yours.
Smart with the ball. He's picked up by Parker. Sullinger the screen. Pass to Smart. Johnson sends the screen for Smart. Good D by Parker.
Good little two-man action there, but they just can't get the shot to fall.
Yeah, but that was a beauty. Good-looking shot, well-executed play. I wouldn't be surprised to see them go back to it.
Now here's Bradley. He's got 7. Here's Crowder. Boston again missing.
Ill-advised shot there, Clark.
Yeah, exactly. That was lower than low percentage.
And Green gets it to go.
Here it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great position inside.
Yeah, just getting the ball into the post has to be option number 1 for them right now.
And they get it back. And Parker with the basket on the assist from Duncan. Parker's got it all tied up now for the Spurs. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. Boston shooting their first free throws tonight. The first trip to the stripe in this one.
Marcus.
Evan Turner, he's checked in for the Celtics. The Spurs also changing it up. Simmons is checked in, and it's Mills in for Parker.
It has not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking.
Duncan. Johnson with the block.
And not sure if they're aware of the 2-for-1 opportunity.
Well, they ought to be. I mean, that basic basketball time management. You've got to be aware of your clock and your situation.
And here's Mills after Marcus Smart got his shot to go from deep. And that one's good. Mills has got 4 points in the quarter.
The defense left him just a little window to get through, and he just ducked in for the layup. Terrific job.
Now here's Turner. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. 5 on the clock. Shot from free throw range. The shot is off. No luck. And we're through the first half of basketball here in what's been a good one. Celtics lead by 1. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the third quarter. And we welcome you back to start the quarter. Players had a chance to get hydrated with Gatorade. And there's certain to be some great basketball ahead for us. Without question, Avery Bradley displaying his skills today.
And the thing I noticed most in that first half was his offense. He was not wasteful with his opportunities and also did a great job of converting with the chances he had.
I agree with you, Greg. Judicious shot selection. All of his looks were good looks.
And now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first 2 quarters. Without question, Avery Bradley displaying his skills today.
He created a lot of quality shots for himself in that first half, and he knew when to pass it up when the double team came.
And that led to a very high points per shot number for him. For those of you that are into analytics, that stat really tells how efficient a player has been, and he's been very efficient so far.
On the floor for San Antonio, the always reliable Parker and Green in the backcourt. Duncan is out there with LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Anderson in at the 3 slot. Now here's Thomas. And we know he can score. He's averaging around 21.5 points a game. San Antonio trailing here. Parker dishes to Anderson. Duncan, the pass to Parker. And stolen by Thomas. Kicks it to Bradley. All sorts of time. That one falls, coming off of Thomas's feet. Thomas got his 4th assist in this one. Aldridge kicks to Parker. The dish now to Green. It's stolen by Bradley. Here's Crowder. It's rebounded by Aldridge.
Well defended, though, and he's not someone who handles that kind of pressure very well.
It's Anderson with the drive. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. It's on Isaiah Thomas. The Spurs shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game. Boston making some changes. Tyler Zeller comes in for Jared Sullinger. And Jerebko is subbed in for Amir Johnson. San Antonio also making some changes. David West, he's checked in for Duncan. And Boris Diaw is subbed for LaMarcus Aldridge. Now here's Thomas. No good on the triple. Parker outside. Anderson outside. And Green now, top of the key. Just 4 to shoot. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
Celtics ball.
The last few weeks, you see how Boston stacks up. 1st in free throw percentage. 2nd in assists. And they're ranked 3rd overall in team offense. This is a team that knows how to put the ball in the basket, and really that's their strong suit.
And you look at their ranking, tops in free throw percentage. I think it speaks to their focus and discipline as a team. They look to capitalize on every mistake.
Thomas dishes to Bradley. Back to Thomas. The shot no good. Now San Antonio takes it the other way.
Frozen. Guys just ice cold, unable to contribute offensively.
And here's Anderson from the arc. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. Thomas passes to Crowder. That one falls, coming off of Thomas's feet. Thomas got assist number 5 here tonight.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Great ball movement.
And Anderson kicks to Green. Parker drives in. Count it, and the Celtic lead has been cut to just 1 point on the basket from Boris Diaw.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. Turner's checked in for Boston. Marcus Smart comes in for Avery Bradley. And San Antonio with the change here, too. Simmons is checked in. Now, here's Thomas. To the wing on the left. Here's Smart. West with the block. Diaw dishes to Simmons. .115 left to play in the 3rd. For the lead. And unable there to get the go-ahead bucket. The Celtics with the lead. It's stolen by Green. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. Here's Thomas. .55 seconds left in the 3rd. Smart. Boston again missing.
He just has not been able to get into that groove yet, guys, but as a whole, it hasn't affected them too much.
The Celtics have gone a lackluster 3 of 9 from the field since halftime. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. The Celtics shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And really, the form at the line all season has been terrific. 79% as a team.
Those are good numbers for any team. I mean, they can feel extremely good about their free throw shooting percentage this season.
Sullinger's checked in for Boston. Johnson comes in for Urebko. San Antonio also making some changes. Butler comes in for Green, and it's Mills in for Parker. 20 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Boston trailing. And so he draws the foul on the shot, a trip to the line to shoot 2. Boston shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. First free throw is good. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Here's Simmons. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. No good on the buzzer beater. 3 quarters of play in a close game here. It's the Celtics. They lead by 1. And we're coming right back after this break to get the 4th quarter underway. Thanks for joining us again as we get set for the 4th quarter. A terrific game so far. And Boston has possession. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. We've got Jay Crowder. Turner is out there with Bradley. Then it's Johnson. And it's Sullinger in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's who's in the game for the Celtics.
I tell you what, you don't want to allow too many of those kinds of baskets with the game on the line.
This is when the defenders really have to protect the basket. You need to be in sync as a unit defensively.
Now here's Anderson. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stats for Boston?
I thought we might see the defense adjust at halftime to slow the break, but that has not been the case.
Another factor here tonight has been the amount of points they've scored off turnovers.
Crowder kicks to Turner. Dishes to Crowder. Sullinger outside. Just 5 on the clock. Bradley can't get it to go.
Boy, have they been hitting the glass hard or what? Kind of surprising it's such a tight game.
Yeah, they've had their chances, and they're playing with passion. They've just got to tighten up on the execution.
And it's Turner off the drive. Off target at the rim. San Antonio leading. Here's Anderson. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
And there's the foul. It goes on Evan Turner. That's his first foul. Daniel Green. He's checked in for San Antonio. Mills passes to Duncan. The feed to Aldridge. 16 feet away. Johnson with the defensive effort. Outside Turner. Green with the block. Mills with it. Now guarded by Bradley. Aldridge. This is to Mills. Anderson kicks to Duncan. Shot is no good. Good D by Johnson.
And you saw how quick the defense was. They were ready for him. They got the hand in the face there and made that much more difficult.
Yeah, and every team needs that kind of rugged interior defense because you want to try to distract your opponents when they get inside, and you also want to make them uncomfortable in their shot attempts.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Amir Johnson. That'll be his second foul of the game.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Yeah, he was one step late that time, Greg.
Thomas checked in for the Celtics. And San Antonio also making a switch. Parker's checked in. Here's Green. San Antonio again missing.
Yeah, they collect one there, but overall, -10 rebounding for the game.
And you wonder why they're losing big? Well, wonder no more. I mean, you hit the nail on the head there, partner.
That one's good. The San Antonio lead is cut to just one on the basket from Thomas.
Unbelievable basket. I mean, giving up a lot of height there, but he was not to be denied.
Not when the game's hanging in the balance. That makes it a little different. He's going to get to the rim no matter who was standing in the way on that one.
That's good.
Those defenders look like they're out of gas. I mean, they're getting pushed around on the low block.
Yeah, but they better rally soon because they've given up 3 straight buckets in the paint.
He dishes it to Johnson. Here's Bradley. That one a little long.
Awesome defense. I mean, he'll hit those unless you're right in his grill.
Here's Parker with the 3. Good, and Aldridge gets the assist. And now a 6-point Spurs lead.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Hi, guys. Over that break, I was able to catch the message Brad Stevens was giving to his team. His message, don't even look at the score right now. We've got to make one play at a time and execute. That's how we'll take this thing home. Kevin, he's trying to keep them focused.
Thanks again, Doris. Spurs leading by 4. Parker passes to Anderson. Aldridge kicks to Anderson. Back to Aldridge. 6 on the shot clock. Rebound, Boston.
And they get the rebound, but guys, that's been the issue throughout the game.
Yep, and the results on the scoreboard are attributed to how they've been out-rebounded thus far.
Sullinger's Green on Parker. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up. And the first of 2, no good. Heartbreaker.
Jared Sullinger will be at the line shooting 2.
That's good. Going 1 of 2 from the line, and that narrows the lead down to just 3.
He gets them to within 1 possession, but that miss puts a lot of pressure on their defense.
And taken away by Johnson.
Still a chance here, but they need to score.
I really agree, but it has to happen on every possession. They need points every trip.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Outside for Thomas. To tie it up. Bullseye! A tremendous 3 to tie it up. Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. The score knotted at 43. 8 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Seconds left in the fourth quarter. Parker kicks to Aldridge. With the shot. Oh, no good there. The potential game winner off the mark. Well, if you're just joining us, the intensity has really heated up in this one. As we watch this one go now to overtime. And so off the tip, it's Boston. And always a good ride in these post-regulation battles. This overtime now looking to be an exciting one. Courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineup for us now in overtime. On the floor for San Antonio, Rasul Butler is out there with LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Mills. Then it's Green, and it's Duncan in at the 5, roaming the paint. Spurs shooting the ball at 42%. Now the pass to Butler. Aldridge with it. Now guarded by Brad. And it's Aldridge missing. Boston's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Smart dishes to Urebko. That gives them the lead. Urebko's got the first basket here in overtime for Boston.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
And I love the mentality that they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing it. They're moving it side to side until they finally get the one they want.
Duncan with the block. From past the arc. And there's Green on the assist by Mills. Now it's a 3-point Spurs lead. And an intentional foul right there.
You're not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Johnson, he's checked in for Urebko. Crowder comes in for Evan Turner. And Thomas subbed in for Smart. Now here's Parker. Aldridge. Score of the basket is 5th of the game. He's missed 6 shots against those 5 makes.
I love how he establishes his post position inside before he converts.
Room service delivery right there, fellas. Wonderful entry feed.
Johnson with the block. Thomas kicks to Bradley. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
You had a foul to give there, but you'd rather not have it cost your team points.
I agree. I mean, you would have been better off using it on the floor and not on the shot. But the foul had to come either way, so it is what it is.
For San Antonio, they've gone 3 for 5 for their shot since we got started here in overtime. There's a whistle, and it goes on Isaiah Thomas. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Greg, those are always tough to judge, but I think the official got that one right.
Now here's Duncan. Left side Anderson. A 3 ball. Jared Sullinger grabs the board. Here's Bradley. Money!
That was massive.
You know it. He's stepping right into the spotlight there.
Parker drives in. Well, we can probably expect to see him slow it down now.
Yeah, you got the lead. Burn some clock here.
Smart move.
Yep.
But that would have been lucky had it fallen. Poor shot selection.
Yeah, look at the coach's face and the expression. It says all over it. Are you kidding me?
It's tipped. And so it's Boston scraping by with the win. They escaped with a victory, although they needed Clark an extra period to get it done.
Well, I think it was one heck of a ball game. Both teams gave great effort, and the bounces just went their way in overtime.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. It's an all-Western Conference matchup in today's game as the Clippers come into town for this one. It's Wednesday Night Basketball, live on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. Just a single game here at home. After this one, it's back on the road for the Spurs. They're one of the most dangerous teams in the NBA right now. No question, they've won 7 of their last 8.
And they've battled these guys to 1 win and 1 loss. It's been really an intriguing matchup. I'm looking forward to seeing how the third chapter plays out.
Likewise, I mean, they've got no choice but to go for broke here. Let it all hang out, both of these teams. I mean, they know each other really well over the first 2 meetings, and it's led to a bit of animosity between them. At least that's how I'm reading it, so it should be one heck of a ball game here.
Here are the 5 for the Clippers. Chris Paul and J.J. Redick are the guards. Pierce out there with Luke Mbamute, and it's Jordan in the pivot spot manning the middle. Shot clock at 6. Kicks it out to Paul for the 3, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan. Paul's got 5.
And it's just hard to imagine the Spurs without Coach Popovich on the sidelines. He's the longest tenured coach in the NBA and has done so much for this team. Easily one of the best coaches in the history of our league.
Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Not a fast start here for the Spurs. It's a 5-point game. They come into this having outplayed Phoenix the last game.
And how about the accuracy that was on display from 3-point range in that game? They were lethal.
Yeah, splashing those threes as they did really allowed them to continuously deflate that crowd and keep them at bay. Boy, that was a nice road win for them, no doubt.
Now here's Paul. 5 points in the game. Pierce dishes to Paul. Takes a 3. The shot by Pierce will not go. The Spurs have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. There's the dish to Duncan. Here's Anderson. No good, and they can't put an end to this drought.
Yeah, scoreless here early after their first 4 shots. They, right now, are searching for a bucket.
Jordan kicks to Redick. And the Clippers miss again. Spurs trail by 5. On the wing, Green. Defended by Paul. And the whistle blows as the basket counts in a 3-point play chance right here. 1 free throw coming up. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. David West, he's checked in for Duncan. Diaw comes in for LaMarcus Aldridge. Rasul Butler's checked in for Kyle Anderson. And it's Mills in for Tony Parker. And then for Los Angeles, Jeff Green. He's checked in for Mbamute. Johnson comes in for Pierce. And it's Crawford in for J.J. Redick. For San Antonio, they've gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter.
And the Spurs last season became the first franchise to hire a female assistant coach. A big step, not just for the Spurs, but really for all of the NBA.
Well, Greg, we were just talking about the assistant that was hired was Becky Hammon, a phenomenal player for a very long time in the WNBA. And Clark, you know, you and I were talking about this before. She was a perfect candidate to become the first full-time female assistant.
Yeah, I agree with you, and it might not seem like that big a deal to some, but this was a big-time barrier breaker that the Spurs pulled off.
Oh, that is just weak defense there. I'm pretty sure that was not the plan to give him those kind of baskets at the hoop.
Now here's Mills. Taking a look at the scoring numbers, right now he averages about 9 points a game. Butler kicks it to West. Spurs working the ball around now. Here's Simmons. No good. Nice D from Crawford.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Well, he won't miss many of those. especially with the defender not in the best of positions there.
Now here's Mills. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. Crawford drives in. There's Green with the three. And the shot is good.
You might not think of him as a laser three-point shooter, but that shot was there for him, and he had to take it.
Mills passes to West. Feeds it to Mills. Top of the key, Butler. There's the pass to Simmons. Rebound by Aldridge.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
There's Crawford with the three. No good. Butler. Can't hit. And we reach the end of the first quarter. Los Angeles on top, up by 8. And we'll be back in... Welcome back, everyone. We're ready to get going again as this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports continues. Players are topped off with Gatorade, hydrated, and ready to get going again as well. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Clippers?
Not much room to operate offensively. The defense has been stifling through the first.
Greg, they haven't given up a lot of easy chances at all.
Here's Parker. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. The always reliable Parker and Green in the backcourt. West is out there with Anderson. And it's Duncan in at the 5 spot. That's the San Antonio 5. Parker outside. Can't get it to go. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. They'll host the Denver Nuggets after this one. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again.
That's a quick bucket there. Solid in transition.
Well, you know, he loves the chance to get out and run, and we can see right there why he does. Boy, Doc Rivers keeps on leading his teams to successful seasons. A former coach of the year rarely has a season where his team doesn't meet expectations.
Green dishes to West. Pass to Duncan. Mba Amute with the steal. And Redick kicks to Paul. And, yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. Paul's got the lead up to 10 now for the Clippers. And Doc Rivers passed the 700-win mark as a coach last season. He's climbing the ladder in career wins.
Yeah, and you know, I don't know that Doc oftentimes gets enough credit for the type of coach he is. I mean, as a coach, he is well over 500 in terms of his career win percentage. And how about over 500 in playoff games as well?
And the Clippers making a change here. Green's checked in.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
Parker with the steal. Up the floor. And stolen by Redick. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Paul's running. And that one's good. And the Clippers lead by 10.
Yeah, and they're shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
Yeah, and it should help them increase their separation here. I mean, this has been an impressive offensive output. Tell you what, Kevin, they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
Clark, that deficit will go away quickly if he does.
And how about how he capped that one out, almost like the 1-2 punch.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. Here's Paul, 11 points in the game. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Plenty of space. And the rebound goes to Duncan.
the defense there got away with a major lapse. And really, the last few seasons, the Clippers have been one of the most consistently strong teams in the league. A far cry from when they were a bottom feeder back in the day. They have become one of the premier franchises in the NBA.
Here's for three. Here's Jordan. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
And putting in the work on the boards, and it's paying off with chances like that.
And Gia, he does put in the work. You're right. It's why he's on the finishing end of one putback slam after another.
Well, his effort has never been a question mark. He is an incredibly self-motivated player.
Just 5 on the clock. West outside. Duncan kicks to Green. Goes back up. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. 1:29 left to play here in the second quarter. Jordan high post. Redick passes to Jordan. Nice D from Duncan.
Just tentative in the paint, lacking a little bit of confidence, allowed the defender to recover and contest that shot.
Green against Redick. The drive by Green. Out of bounds, the Clippers take possession. And they're on the 2K leaderboard of the teams that have been tormenting opponents defensively this month. The Clippers in second.
And they've just been on a defensive tear. I mean, allowing so few points. And really, I think it's the energy with which they've played.
Johnson, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
The drive by Aldridge. That is good. Aldridge has got his first 2 points of the night.
Now we're really seeing him pound that ball inside.
6 straight points in the paint. They're making their presence felt.
Paul dishes to Redick. Kicks to Green. Misses that one. His first miss of the night. 2 for 3. Redick against Parker. Shoots from the high post. No good, trying to beat the buzzer. And so that...
Here we go, San Antonio.
Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first half. You look at Chris Paul. What a contribution.
And he just went off in those first 2 quarters, guys. He's capable of doing that on a consistent basis as well. So we might see some changes from a defensive standpoint as they try to disrupt his rhythm in the second half.
You know, guys, I think you've got to make some sort of change. I mean, they can't let him continue to torch him up like he has been.
Welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far. You look at Chris Paul. What a contribution.
Yeah, created a lot of quality shots for himself in that first half, and he knew when to pass it up when the double team came.
And that led to a very high points per shot number for him. For those of you that are into analytics, that stat really tells how efficient a player has been, and he's been very efficient so far.
Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Doc Rivers. Chris Paul and J.J. Redick are the guards. Luke Mbamute out there with DeAndre Jordan. And it's Pierce in at the 3 slot. Redick with the bucket.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
Just beautiful when they play the game like this.
Butler attacking. Here's Aldridge. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. First trip to the line for him here.
That's his second personal foul.
No good on that one.
At the line for your Spurs. Marcus Aldridge.
Good on the second free throw. Well, the Spurs just don't go on losing streaks very often, Greg. One perk of being a talented veteran group.
Yeah, how about the Spurs lost 4 games in a row twice last year. Over the last decade before that, Kevin, they had only lost 4 games in a row twice. Unbelievable.
Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Paul kicks to Mbamute. Paul passes to Reddick. Back to Paul. Poked away. The drive by Jordan. And Butler sends it back. Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. Now here's Mills. Pierce covering. There's the feed to Aldridge. Simmons dishes to Aldridge. Three-pointer. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. A different look for the Clippers. Cole Aldridge. He's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Crawford comes in for J.J. Redick. And it's Pablo Prigioni in for Chris Paul. Here's Crawford. Tim Duncan grabs the miss. Duncan's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
And you look at the Spurs and how they avoid losing streaks. I mean, most teams losing 4 in a row wouldn't be such a big deal. It's only a big deal for the Spurs because they're so consistent year in and year out.
And the call will be against LaMarcus Aldridge. That's his first foul. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. They set the screen. Los Angeles with another miss.
Outstanding perimeter defense there. That was a well-contested shot.
Yeah, and you know he takes a lot of pride in his defense. There are no easy threes if he's on you.
Anderson kicks to Parker. Drains it from beyond the arc. Parker's got 7 points in the game.
Defender there in the neighborhood, but not quite close enough. Good shot.
It's Pierce on the wing. Soft touch off the glass. Pierce has got his second basket of the night.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around him.
San Antonio calls timeout. Last time they came together was in Los Angeles, where they fell to the Clippers.
Really a resounding loss the last time they matched up. They got absolutely manhandled on the boards.
And Greg, you know how it is. At some point, you just got to man up and play with a lot more aggressiveness and toughness and pride inside.
Here's what the Clippers are going with right now. Jeff Green is checked in for Mbamute. And it's Johnson in for Paul Pierce.
And that's an example of willpower right there, guys. I mean, grabbing the offensive rebound and then going back up strong.
And GA, in a close game like this where every possession is critical, that could prove to be a very big one.
Boy, it sure could, Kevin. I mean, he salvaged 2 big points for them off that miss. Bad time for these defenders to be standing around watching. Not while the ball's in his hands.
Here's Aldridge. Aldridge can't get that one to fall.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Back to Crawford. There's the triple. That's good. And the Clippers lead by 8.
Yeah, how about the percentage they're shooting from beyond the arc here in the second half?
Greg, no question about it. They found a nice rhythm from deep.
Now here's Parker. D right on him. Aldridge, the pass to Anderson. He dishes it to Parker. Off target from outside. Los Angeles leading by 8. And it's Johnson penetrating. That misses, so no good on his first attempt of the night. Here's Green. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Green's got 5 points so far.
He always knows where his teammate's going to be, and Kevin, that will let him put the ball where he wants it, right waiting for him.
Crawford outside. He got it up that time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Clippers ahead, up 6. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of our fourth quarter coming up next. All right, the fourth quarter of action getting underway. We've had a great one so far with both sides coming to play. The Los Angeles Clippers coming to this one after the win against the Suns. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. Fourth quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. On the floor for San Antonio, Boris Diaw is out there with rest. Then it's Mills. Then it's Rasul Butler. And it's Simmons in a shooting guard. Redick with the 3. Good. Redick's got 9 points now in just the second half.
There is no way a player like him can be left wide open like that. Did you pay attention to the scouting report?
Here's Simmons. Up top, Mills. No luck. Some solid D from Paul. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Clippers?
What a tremendous showing from the three-pointer all through this game.
They've consistently drilled the mid-range jumper tonight as well, which has forced the D to come out on him.
Paul Pierce is checked in for Johnson. Diaw inside. He's against Mbamute. The leaner inside. Dishes it to Simmons. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it's Butler missing.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Paul goes in to the middle. Jordan kicks to Paul. Tries again. And Jordan with the nice inside bucket. And the Clippers lead by 12.
Where's the box out? Some easy second chance opportunities there.
Those kinds of mistakes drive me crazy and will absolutely derail a team's chance to win.
Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Kevin, Greg Popovich was just going over the plan with his team. He was emphatic. We're not getting it done, fellas. We've simply got to step up, get engaged, and try to battle back. Guys, we'll see if the pep talk gets them going.
Great. Thanks for the report, Doris.
He certainly didn't take advantage of the poor defense, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
I tell you what, I think he'd be happy if he can continue to get looks like that.
Yes, fans, Clark, and the one team they view as floppers is the Clippers. I don't like that word, but just kind of came out. Whether that is fair or not is up for debate, but it is certainly, I think, the perception.
And I think there's some truth to that perception. I mean, multiple players have received fines for flopping on their roster. I mean, you can't run away from that, and the fans remember it, too.
Oh, they do, yes, sir. There's a good screen. Paul dishes to Mbamute. He's looking for Jordan and finds him. How's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
Sound offensively, really no other way to put it here in the second half.
There's really no comparison between the teams in terms of the way they've both shot the ball since the break. You know, he just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics, at least as I look at it.
Spurs trailed by 14. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
Shots good by Mills. And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here. Paul outside. 6 on the shot clock. Down low. And there's the 3-second violation. For the Spurs, this one's not looking good. And here's Mills for 3. And that is good. Mills has got 5 points now this quarter.
And did not seem happy about how things are going on right now, and maybe wants to make some changes.
I agree. I mean, just was not comfortable with the way things were set up at that particular time. And in that case, I think it's the right thing to do.
Los Angeles calls timeout. They're up by 9. There's 1:40 left in the fourth quarter. San Antonio making a switch here. Parker's checked in. And then for the Clippers, Green comes in for Mbamute. And it's Crawford in for Paul Pierce. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Aldridge. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Ball against Green. Jordan the screen. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. It's on LaMarcus Aldridge. And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second. And he ends up making the second, and that will push the lead to double digits. The Spurs have gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. Second shot opportunity. First free throw is good, and that brings them within single digits.
2 shots.
And so LaMarcus Aldridge nails them both. Clippers have gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there. Crawford kicks to Redick. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Ball against Green. And it's Paul penetrating. Here's Jordan. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. And the first of 2, no good. Heartbreaker.
2 shots.
And he can't make the second free throw either. Missing both. San Antonio's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Parker outside. It's in! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5. Ball outside. There's 37 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Lets it go from deep. Here's Crawford. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there, Greg.
And he does get the second one, and that increases their lead to 6.
No time to spare. They need a bucket.
Without question. Then maybe a steal or a foul to get the clock stopped as well.
And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. And no good as the first free throw missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second.
2 shots.
And he does get the second one. And that brings them within 5. 20 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Good, and Paul gets the assist.
The defense has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
And I'd be interested to know just how many of these attempts have come from inside of 5 feet.
Yeah.
17 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And here's Mills from the arc. Sinks it. And now they trail by just 4.
And really, how about the quick release on that triple there? Because he's given up a lot of height in that matchup.
Right on target you are, Greg. I mean, the quick release is what made the difference there. Any hesitation, and that shot is being blocked.
And you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
Sure, it's not over. The clock is as much a problem for them as the score is right now, so they've got to try to manage it.
And so Los Angeles takes the win. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin, I sense that as well. I mean, they really did feed off all of that negative energy this crowd was directing at them. I mean, they turned it around and used it as motivation to close out a significant win.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for tuning in. Now time to send you over to the award-winning Ernie Johnson for the postgame show with Shaquille O'Neal.
Convict music. We the best. We taking over. Listen. Spread out with it. South Carolina, Alabama, Mississippi, on the North Carolina, Philadelphia, Virginia. From down in Miami, where it's warm in the winter. On up to Minnesota, where it's storm in the winter. Jacksonville, Tallahassee, Memphis, 10, holla at me. B&H-Town, Southside, Cloverland, Daddy, I'm the man out in Dallas. Better ass Cali. Catman out Cali with my eyes open valley. Blowing and spinning, going down Vinny. Drop 6, 4, 3, wheel hit switching. Red light stop, make it drop for the out. With it. Anything you hear that I said, I meant it. Can't got the crown, then spit out with it. Say you need I said I get it. If you want to, we can supply you. Got enough work to feed the whole town. They won't you unless you try to. Come around and try to stop on our ground. Cause we taking over. Said we taking over. Said we taking over. Said we taking over.
Black flag, we rich. Yeah,
Listen.
bounce. It's what I does. I get money every day I does.
It's game time in Cleveland as the crowd is filling up the Quicken Loans Arena. Today's game finds the Grizzlies winding down their road trip. Well, they come into every game with confidence, and this game is no different. Two elite teams put each other to the test, certainly every time they meet. A lot on the line in this one, though. Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting five on the floor. So the Grizzlies 5 right now. Matt Barnes is out there with Green. Then it's Conley. Then there's Hairston. And it's Randolph in at center. Conley with it. Guarded now by Irving. Randolph a screen. Nails the 16-footer.
Could be the first of a lot of mid-range jumpers that we see from him.
Clark, looking around the league, there's no team that teams want to play less than the Memphis Grizzlies. They just wear you down.
Well, they play a physical brand of basketball. They play hard. Everybody's on the same page. And even if you beat the Grizzlies, they take a lot out of you in terms of how they try to wear you down.
And that one's good. Love.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
Conley, the pass to Green. The feed to Hairston. Memphis moving that ball around. Unloads from 13. Here's Randolph. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket. Randolph's got 6.
He was the first one to react to that miss. Excellent anticipation on his part. A hustle play on the putback by him.
And out of bounds as the Grizzlies gain possession.
And the Grizzlies played so well against all the other playoff teams. Part of it is that they just have a style that matches up well with anyone.
Barnes dishes to Randolph. He makes another one. That's 4 up and 4 in to start his game.
He got a little room at the rim and laid it in. Great play.
Pass to Thompson. Here's James. And the shot falls short this time.
You know, that's the thing with the Memphis Grizzlies. I mean, there isn't a team that gives them too much trouble anywhere in the league. They're good at home and on the road. They're used to playing in tight, low-scoring games, and they create that situation with their deliberate style.
The shot's good from Love. Looking at Memphis, they want to turn it around after the loss to Toronto.
And they had to be sensational defensively on that night to compensate for the fact that they just couldn't find a rhythm offensively.
Well, I don't think they're really built to play those kind of grinded-out, low-scoring games. It just doesn't seem to be in their DNA to me.
The Grizzlies shooting their first free throws of this game. For the Cavaliers, Mozgov comes in for Thompson. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Smith. Memphis also making some changes. Brad Stevenson comes in for Barnes. And it's Chalmers in for Hairston. And he gets the bucket.
Hard to get that one off with the size difference there. That makes it a tough individual matchup for him, especially down low.
Well, took on the big guys going in there and challenging them like he did. But, boy, that was a nice job.
Stolen by Stevenson. Outside Conley. Kicks it out to Stevenson. Love grabs the board.
Ill-advised shot there, Clark.
Yeah, exactly. That was lower than low percentage.
And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot two right here. The Cavaliers shooting their first foul shots of the night here.
And collectively, they're only about 73% as a unit right now.
And this year, they haven't quite been able to maintain the free throw percentage they had last season.
Channing Frye's checked in for Cleveland. Jefferson comes in for Irving. Memphis also making some changes. Chris Anderson is checked in for Randolph. Wright comes in for Green. And it's Carter in for Mike Conley.
Well, I think he had all the space he needed. He just couldn't find the bottom of the net.
Here's Dellavedova. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Dellavedova's got his first points of the night. The Grizzlies have gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. And Chalmers kicks to Carter. And that comes off the assist by Mario Chalmers. Carter's got himself on the board with 3 there. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
Yeah, but neither team really able to jump ahead.
Yeah, it reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
Frye passes to Dellavedova. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. And Anderson kicks to Chalmers. Passes to Carter. Mozgov with the block. Fast break. Here we go. And LeBron throws it down.
Just a great job of attacking on the break.
Yeah, you know, exploding to the basket like that, Greg, just as soon as that ball was going the other way, that's exactly how you want to do it.
And so, lots of scoring in that competitive first quarter. Welcome back, folks. We have a close game here at the start of the second quarter of play. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Cavaliers.
Really some great drives to the basket here early on for these guys.
They've been distributing the ball really well tonight, too. I mean, a decent number of assists so far for them.
They've got Kyrie Irving. Tristan Thompson is out there with Kevin Love. Then it's Smith, and it's Dellavedova in at the 2. That's the group for Cleveland going right now here in the second. Here's Irving. And Cleveland again with the bucket.
You know, Dave Yeager, the coach for the Grizzlies, has really become a big-name coach quite quickly. You know, he's worked his way up the Memphis coaching ladder and has had a ton of success early on in his career.
Here's Barnes. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Defeated by the Hornets in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them. Irving dishes to Love. Shot from 12. Can't get it to go. Now the Grizzlies take it the other way. And the success we've been mentioning with Coach Dave Yeager. He was the second fastest active coach to get to 100 wins.
And Kevin made his way in terms of coaching, started in the D-League and other minor leagues before becoming an assistant with the Grizzlies, and really was the architect, if you will, of the defense that his team is so well known for. He's done a lot for this franchise and looks to be on track to become their winningest coach ever.
Rejected by Randolph. And he's able to get it back.
Boy, there was no hand in his face right there. I thought for sure he was going to knock that down.
Hairston, good.
And back and forth we go. That bucket gives us another lead change.
Too many of those to count. These teams have matched each other shot for shot, play for play. It has been impressive.
Smith kicks to Irving. The dish to Dellavedova. Feeds it to Love. Thompson passes to Irving. Here's Dellavedova. Covered by Barnes. Irving attacking. Rejected by Randolph. Count that one. And the Cavaliers lead by 1. Conley kicks to Randolph. Back to Conley. He dishes it to Randolph. Outside Carter. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet. Conley's got 3 assists in the game. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Grizzlies.
Boy, you have to admire their intensity in the paint defensively. I mean, really contesting and even blocking shots. Definitely a factor early.
And also defensively, they've been able to cause some turnovers tonight, and that also builds confidence and gives you momentum.
The Grizzlies have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Carter outside. Barnes dishes to Conley. Now in the scoring column with that deuce. 1 for 2 this game. The Cavaliers trail by 4. Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin. You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
Carter on the wing. Pass to Randolph. 6 to shoot. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Thompson's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Irving passes to Dellavedova. And it's good. Dellavedova's got his 3rd basket of the night right there. Conley kicks to Barnes. Back to Conley. Memphis moving it around. And it's Carter missing. Cavaliers shooting in the second quarter has been pretty embarrassing, just 27%. And here's Love for 3. Out to Smith. Dishes it to Irving. Smith on the wing. He feeds it to Thompson. Here's Love. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Love's got it all tied up now for the Cavs. Memphis has gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Here's Conley. And you can see his scoring totals. Those are some pretty good numbers. He's putting up close to 15 points a game on average. Gets it off. And it would have counted had it fallen, but it's offline. And so it's tied as we head to halftime. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter. And welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. More action in store as the players get ready to go, having a nice break to get hydrated with Gatorade. It's been one outstanding game from Zach Randolph.
And he really just broke out the entire arsenal of post moves there in that first half.
And I think he might even have a few more tricks up his sleeve. I mean, he'll break them out as we start heading down the stretch. I'm sure of that.
The third quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to pull away in the last half of the game. It's been one outstanding game from Zach Randolph.
It's been about his ability to just lock down the opponent from a defensive standpoint. A lot of shots also being blocked.
That reach he's shown, Greg, has certainly been fantastic in getting to some of these shots. I mean, he looks like he's got telescopic arms out there.
So on the floor for Memphis, they've got Hairston. Green is up there with Zach Randolph. Then it's Conley, and it's Barnes, and the small forward. Irving. And he banks in the layup. Irving's got 6 points.
Nice move and finish. I think the halftime break really gave him a second win.
The pass to Randolph. Cannot hit. Good D from Love.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. Conley kicks to Randolph. The shot from the low post is good. 12 points for him.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the lead.
James against Barnes. Kicks it to Irving. Shot clock at 6. Baseline jumper. And it's Smith missing. Memphis leading by 3. Conley with it. He's picked up by LeBron. And it's Conley penetrating. And that one's good. Conley's got 7.
You know, huge height advantage there, but because of the great body control, he's able to cancel it out.
Agreed. The body control essential in that situation. I mean, if you're giving up a bunch of height, then you better be able to manufacture things in the air.
Green, the screen. Conley kicks to Randolph.
You know, of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is major smash mouth basketball, guys.
It's all about imposing your will offensively, getting exactly the kind of looks their coach drew up.
Irving misses.
It just hasn't been a very good day for him, guys. They need him to start burying some of those.
A different look now for Cleveland. Mozgov, he's checked in for Thompson. Fry comes in for Kevin Love. And Jefferson subbed in for Smith. Memphis also making some changes. Brandon Wright's checked in for Randolph. Lance Stevenson comes in for Matt Barnes. And it's Chalmers in for Mike Conley. The Grizzlies have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
Yeah, looking over their percentage on the season, I think they will be thrilled with the number in terms of their free throw percentage, 79.
And, guys, that's really an upgrade over how they shot last season. Not a huge upgrade, but an upgrade nonetheless.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Dellavedova's checked in. Anderson, he's checked in for Memphis. The feed to Chalmers. Back to Stevenson. Fires from deep. And that comes off the assist by Mario Chalmers. Stevenson's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And that one's good. And it's 7 points for LeBron.
There you go. I mean, this is the time to get aggressive. I mean, they need to keep feeding him the basketball.
Chalmers dishes to Hairston. Wright sets a screen. Mozgov with the steal. Hairston against LeBron. He kicks it to Dellavedova. Picked by Mozgov. Dellavedova, the pass to Fry. Just 5 to shoot. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. And the Grizzlies leading by 10. And here is Chalmers. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Right side. And the layup's good off the glass. Wright's got the lead up to 12 now for the Grizzlies.
4 of their last 5 makes came off of a high-quality shot inside.
Textbook. Really, when you look at how they're playing, they are having their way down low.
James outside. Off target with his 3. Hairston cannot hit. Well, through 3/4 of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. It's the Grizzlies as they end the 3rd quarter with a massive 16-4 run. And we'll have the start of the 4th quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. Welcome back as we get ready to start the 4th quarter. Not exactly a nail-biter here, but you never know. The Cavaliers trail by 12. J.R. Smith and LeBron at the 2 and 3. Tristan Thompson is out there with Kevin Love. And it's Irving in at the point guard. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavaliers. Outside, Green. Now Conley. Thompson with the rebound. Thompson's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Irving kicks to Smith. And here's James outside. And the shot is good. James has got it back down to within single digits for the Cavs. Outside Conley. Five on the clock. Fires for 3. Again, Conley missing.
As a player, you always want to be able to answer back, but he just didn't have it in him that time.
Oh, that's a golden opportunity to finish on the break, and he blows it.
Yeah, at this level, you got to make that shot. It's plain and simple. You got to knock that one down.
Here's Green, and Thompson sends it back. James outside. Pass to Thompson. Irving drives in. Can't get it to go.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
Green dishes to Chalmers. Stevenson again. It's LeBron. Wright with a screen on Smith. And stolen by Irving. And here comes Smith leading the fast break. And finished off by LeBron.
How about the sharp steal and then run out? It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
Well, we've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard for them.
Could be. A dunk like that coming off a great defensive play has to build some momentum.
Now a timeout called by Memphis.
And really just trying to take the wind out of their sails here, I think. You know, they're on the wrong end of a run and need to just kind of exhale.
Yeah, sometimes you just need to stop the bleeding. Things were starting to spiral completely out of control, and I think a timeout was a no-brainer there.
And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Dave Yeager coaching his team during that break. He told the players, let's put our foot on them and keep them down. We've got them exactly where we want them. I want to see you guys slow the pace, use the clock, and stay away from any silly fouls.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
Love, no good.
And that shot isn't the one they should be taking if they want to make this comeback happen.
Passes it to Barnes. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That'll be his second foul of the game. Matthew Dellavedova has checked in for Kyrie Irving. And Memphis also making a switch. P.J. Harrison's checked in for Mario Chalmers. And Matthew Dellavedova is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul.
Randolph against LeBron. Looking to end the drought. And the layup good by Randolph. And the Grizzlies lead by 7.
And that's exactly how they've gotten the lead right here. Easily, he's been their most consistent performer.
As simple as it gets. He's hitting everything he's looked at. Keep feeding the fire.
Conley into the lane. Shot's good.
We've seen a noticeable improvement out of him since halftime. He didn't have a whole lot working in the first half.
And out of bounds as Memphis gains possession.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. A terrible turnover.
Irving's checked in for the Cavaliers. Conley kicks to Randolph. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet. And it's a 9-point Memphis lead.
The mid-range jumper is a high percentage shot for him. And when he's got that much room, forget about it.
Conley against Irving. Clock at 6. To the paint. LeBron, no luck.
Oh, tough D on the inside.
Check it out. Never knew a friend till I met a foe. Till I met. Never knew pain till I met the game. Never had a real team that could win the rain. Never knew what a friend could do. Never knew I'd be bruised all black and blue. With my back to the wall. Scrap with my dog. Rap with my dog. Cat with my dogs. Fly with me in Atlanta. Oakland, Los Angeles. Real homies never turn to run. Even if a young sucker wanna pull him. Even if a young wanna meet the sun. We gon' rep to the death where the roots is from. Each day's another change. My homies stay the same. Like feeling strange, cause this world's getting so deranged. Each day's another change. My homies stay the same. Like feeling strange, cause this world's getting so deranged. I'm with my homies, yeah. 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 Real homies stand and struggle. I know you came to hustle, grit your teeth and clench your knuckles. We didn't come to fight, we came to get you. Won't live with me till we die, that's how homies ride. No need for consternation, gather the congregation. I'm rocking for my nation, to get that spirit raising. To all my cousins and my cliques, family and folks. We gotta ride out till we break up all the...
Cavaliers have an Eastern Conference contest on their hands as they prepare to defend their home court here at the Quicken Loans Arena in Cleveland. Glad to have you with us for more NBA action. This is Kevin Harlan. Joining me, Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and courtside Doris Burke. Take a look at the Hawks. They just haven't been able to buy a break lately. 5 of their last 6 games have been losses.
This is one of those games when you look at your calendar, it's circled before the schedule's even released. So it's one of the best rivalries we have in our league. And guys, this is the one you do not want to miss.
No doubt about it, because it seems like these two teams always have a reason to be angry at each other, a little chippy at the very least, and that brings out the best basketball in both of them.
Looking at the starting 5 for the Atlanta Hawks. Millsap at power forward with Horford at the center. Teague and Korver are the guards. And it's Bazemore at the 3.
Well, I tell you, last season was a big one for the Hawks and Coach Budenholzer. Their dominant season won him multiple Coach of the Month titles, and eventually he won the Coach of the Year award.
It was pretty obvious, I thought, Greg, that Budenholzer was the deserved Coach of the Year. I mean, Steve Kerr, there are a lot of good names you could put in there. But what he's done taking the Hawks to the top of the East, a few saw that coming.
I agree with you. I mean, he has transformed this Hawks team over the past couple of years, has a wonderful team game. And, you know, obviously a lot of influence coming from Pop when he was with San Antonio. But he is really, I think, redefining how the game of basketball is being played at the pro level.
LeBron's shot is good.
I tell you what, guys, it's going to be a tough day on this defense if he's got the A game rolling tonight.
And Bazemore kicks the tee. Lays it in without an inch of room around him.
Really aggressive play there, taking it to the rack against the big fella.
You know, Greg, aggressiveness is really the only option when you're on the wrong side of the size equation.
And here's Love for three. And that one's good. Love's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
This guy is a high flyer. I mean, especially for a power forward, and he needs to be as an undersized player.
Now, here is Irving. Scoring-wise, he's definitely making his mark. Right now, he's averaging about 19 points a game. Out to Smith. And Love has it in the corner. LeBron outside. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. James against T. Horford kicks to Millsap. And stolen by LeBron. Fires from 18. Out to Smith. Cleveland moving it around. Irving. Misses off the left iron.
Ill-advised shot there, Clark.
Yeah, exactly. That was lower than low percentage.
Korver, no luck. Cavaliers leading. Pass to Irving. Smith kicks to Irving. Love with the screen on Horford. Back to Smith. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to Irving. Here's the three. Again, Irving missing.
Oh, that's a tough three-point try when you've got the defense right there.
Well, he'd have to be really good to knock down a shot like that against that kind of defense.
The Hawks shooting their first free throws here tonight.
And really, the form at the line all season has been terrific. 79% as a team.
One of the things they've done, guys, is taken pride in their free throw shooting this season, and rightfully so.
Looking at who's out there now for the Cavaliers. Mozgov, he's checked in for Tristan Thompson. Fry comes in for Kevin Love. Jefferson's checked in for LeBron. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Irving.
You can see where the Hawks rank in the league stats over the last 10 games. 3rd in assists, 4th in steals. And they're in the top 3rd in the league in blocks. They're a team that really doesn't give many good looks.
And their assist rankings, that stands out to me as well. Good ball distribution is so critical to an efficient offense. And this is a team that gets that. They've made it a priority.
Hawks making a switch here. Cephalosha's checked in.
A good open look, and he splashes home the three.
Stripped away. To the wing on the left. Jefferson with the three. And a clear foul there as he shot the triple. He'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
Yeah, there was definitely some contact there on the three-point attempt.
You have to avoid fouls like that. As a defender, challenge the three-point shooter, but run by him, not into him.
And he misses all 3. For the Cleveland Cavaliers, they come in off the loss to Charlotte. Now here's Schroeder. Defense is right there. Feeds it to Muscala. Cranes it from beyond the arc.
Yeah, it's such a sweet three-point stroke there, and it can really open things up inside because as good as he shoots it, it forces the opposing bigs to have to step out on the perimeter.
Jefferson with the three. Out to Smith. Passes it to Fry. It's Jefferson outside. Rebound, Atlanta. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Warriors.
Yeah, they were in a funk from the field in that game. Credit the defense, though, because even when they got open looks, no rhythm to knock them down.
Hey, guys, every team has a night like that on occasion. It happens. Heck, we call them gong games. You just want to hit the gong, forget about them, and move on.
Mozgov with the bucket.
You know, they've scored several times already here in the first quarter down low. I like that.
It's like a running game in football. When you can pound the basketball inside, it also allows you to control the team's transition.
Offense, the order of the day as the first quarter comes to a close. Hawks ahead. They finish off the first quarter with a 13-5 run. And we'll be back right after this. And we welcome you back to start the quarter. Players had a chance to get hydrated with Gatorade. And there's certain to be some great basketball ahead for us. Well, from what you guys are seeing from the Hawks, what are you thinking about their performance?
Really, it's always a positive when you can get some impact off your bench.
Always nice to have firepower coming from the reserves, and they've had firepower and then some so far.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. On the court for Atlanta, Millsap at power forward with Horford at the center. Kyle Korver is out there with Dennis Schroeder, and it's Cephalosha in at the 3 spot.
4 of their last 5 makes came off of a high-quality shot inside.
Textbook, really, when you look at how they're playing. They are having their way down low. Rare you'll see him miss such an open look. Easy to see who's going to win that race.
Yeah, early offense is often easy offense. Excellent work that time.
Now, here is Irving. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Irving.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
And Cleveland making a change here. Thompson's checked in. Atlanta also making some changes here. Kent Bazemore's checked in for Cephalosha. And it's Teagan for Dennis Schroeder. And Paul Millsap, the bucket on the assist by Korver. And that's now 7 points for Paul Millsap.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And, you know, it doesn't matter how good your defense is on the perimeter if you're going to allow easy ones inside like that.
The Cavaliers trail by 11. Irving drives in.
And sometimes when you want something done, you got to do it yourself. That dunks the shot in the arm they need to really cut into that lead.
Well, Greg, it certainly got everybody on their bench up and off their seats and cheering.
Yeah, that could be an instant momentum shift. That certainly was a rim wrecker.
Got it. Nice one there from Dellavedova.
He always knows where his teammate's going to be, and, Kevin, that will let him put the ball where he wants it, right waiting for him.
Now here's Millsap. 7 points in the game. Bazemore. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Yeah, high percentage shots are what they are getting in terms of the attempts, and that's just not going to get it done. They've got to figure it out.
He hit a 3 in the first, but so far has been unable to capitalize here in this quarter. I tell you what, he can do a lot more damage to that rim than that when he wants to.
And you know, Clark, with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Me too.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm glad he didn't, because otherwise we'd probably have a 45-minute delay here if he shattered the backboard.
And there's the call on James. That's foul number 2 for him.
Boy, that's his second foul, and he does not want to pick up number 3 here. That'll mess your game up for sure.
Richard Jefferson, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. Smith comes in for Matthew Dellavedova. And then for Atlanta, Mike Muscala is checked in for Horford. Scott comes in for Paul Millsap. And Hardaway is subbed in for Kyle Korver. And it's Smith penetrating. Misses the layup. The Hawks leading by 11. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Hardaway passes to Scott. Yes, and it's Hardaway picking up the assist.
Mike Scott.
Scott's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Irving dishes to Thompson. Outside for Jefferson. Out of bounds, Atlanta will take possession.
Looking at the Cavaliers over the last 10 and how they compare to the rest of the league, this is what we've got. 6th in second chance points. 7th in field goal percentage. And they're in the top 10 in fewest turnovers per game. And they really do emphasize taking care of the ball.
And looking again at those second chance points, they might not be the best in that area, but it is still, I think, to their advantage in terms of the outcome of some games.
Smith for three. And another miss by Cleveland. And here's Atlanta. They're on a 13-4 run right now. Muscala gets the bucket. Muscala's got 5 points so far.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's keyed this run. Passing it with purpose. The D hasn't been able to keep up. And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Teague kicks to Muscala. They double him with Love. Dishes to Scott. Another three for Atlanta.
This is really the story of the game here. They've been excellent from behind the arc.
Deflects the pass. Hardaway with the steal. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Teague can't hit.
Not too much congestion in the lane. I think he could have gotten a better shot that time, no question.
And here's Love for three. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got 3 assists tonight. Teague drives in. Here's Scott. And it's off from three-point range. And we finished one half of basketball. It's Atlanta leading by 14. And we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Cavaliers.
Well, we're getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the third. One guy who's been getting it done is Paul Millsap.
Yeah, you know, one of the things about the truly greats of our game is that sometimes you get spoiled because of how consistent they can be. And so far, another big scoring night for him.
And oftentimes when he puts up that many points in the first half, he follows it up with an even better second half. We'll see if that's the case here.
Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters. One guy who's been getting it done is Paul Millsap.
And he really just broke out the entire arsenal of post moves there in that first half.
And I think he might even have a few more tricks up his sleeve. I mean, he'll break them out as we start heading down the stretch. I'm sure of that.
LeBron and Love are the talented pair at the forward position. Kyrie Irving and J.R. Smith at the guard set. And it's Thompson in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the group starting the second half for Tyronn Lue. And so Teague hits 2 free throws. The Cavaliers trail by 16. James kicks to Thompson. Launches a three. And it's LeBron James with the three. James has got 8 points.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
And Tristan Thompson gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Yeah, but in this case, I think he got it right. I mean, the defender was still moving there and never really had good legal guarding position. He wasn't set.
Matthew Dellavedova has checked in for J.R. Smith.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop.
You know, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult while they're trailing.
Yeah, but still, you know what? A magnificent move to the rim.
I tell you what, guys, I don't care what the score is. That's the play we're going to remember when this game is over.
Dennis Schroeder's checked in for Jeff Teague. Schroeder with the ball. And they get some nice contributions from him on a nightly basis as he averages over 11 points a game. Now here's LeBron, 11-point game. That drops.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
The pass to Bazemore. The Hawks again can't hit.
That's not how you want to kick off the second half with 3 straight misses.
And Love gets it to go.
The D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been of the 3-point variety.
And you need the defense to stop the bleeding. Finally, they get one to drop. That's one of their first 4 here in the third. They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Pretty clear it's smash mouth basketball. Pound that thing inside.
It's tipped. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Cavaliers will retain possession. Now let's take a look at the teams that have been holding their opponents to the fewest points in the last 10 games. The Cavaliers, 4th.
The teams they've faced over the last 10 have to be wondering how long this brutal defense is going to last. There's no let-up in these teams. They play with tenacity throughout.
Looking at who's out there now for the Cavaliers. Mozgov, he's checked in for Tristan Thompson. And Channing Frye's subbed in for Kevin Love. Now Schroeder following the 3-point attempt by Kyrie Irving. Korver, no luck.
I guess even he has took this one of those once in a while. And when they desperately needed to get things turned around, they were able to rally and get back into it.
And Greg, it was really their defense just as much as their offense that served as the real catalyst, and I think it allowed them to put that run together.
Horford kicks it over to Schroeder. The feed to Cephalosha. Jump shot is good. Cephalosha's got his second basket of the night. LeBron outside. There's 1:17 left to play in the third. Picked by Mozgov. Shot clock at 6. Fires the 3. LeBron shot is off. The Hawks leading by 7. Here's Millsap. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Hawks?
Guys, the passing we've seen from them has been tremendous. Very unselfish.
And also, their mid-range game has been impressive. A tough shot to rely upon, but they really had it going tonight.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Jefferson comes in for James. And Smith subbed in for Irving. Atlanta also making some changes here. Muscala, he's checked in for Horford. Tim Hardaway Jr. comes in for Kyle Korver. And it's Teague for Dennis Schroeder. Puts it up from 15. Teague can't hit.
A chance here to go 2 for 1.
Boy, they've got to ramp up the speed and make it happen in a hurry.
You know, sometimes the best way to attack size is to go right at it.
The Hawks have been a perfect 8 of 8 at the line. And the first one at the line is good.
Can you believe the job they're doing at the foul line since halftime? I mean, they've been perfect so far.
Yeah, as cool as can be, Clark. Great focus and efficiency. That's how they built this lead.
Scotty's checked in for Paul Millsap. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Fry with the ball. Scott's there. And Fry kicks to Dellavedova. Great D that time from T. The Hawks have made a mistake at the line yet. 10 of 10. And he hits the first of 3. And he can't hit the second. And he nails the third. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Hawks lead by 11. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. And we're getting underway here in the fourth quarter. The scoreboard tells the story in this matchup, but we'll see how much things change up here. On the court for Atlanta, Mike Scott up there with Muscala. Then there's Teague. Then there's Kent Bazemore. And it's Hardaway in at the 2. The Cavaliers trail by 11. Kicks to Love. Fades away. And Tristan Thompson gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. And the Cavaliers with some changes. James comes in for Jefferson. And it's Kyrie Irving in for Matthew Dellavedova. And then for Atlanta, Al Horford. He's checked in for Muscala. Korver comes in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Jeff Teague. Here's Schroeder. And it's Kevin Love with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was.
Paul Millsap's checked in for Atlanta.
And really just unselfish basketball on the interior. That's the kind of pass a coach loves to see.
Timeout called Cleveland. Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Cleveland's head coach was saying to his team. He got after them and told them to turn up the intensity, saying, we've put ourselves in a corner, and now we've got to fight our way out. Show me what you have. Let's see if we've got what it takes, guys.
Probably wasn't the shot they were looking for, but they'll take the bucket. And the interior D is really starting to be exposed here. How many layups have they gotten today?
Irving kicks to LeBron. Works a big high bounce and goes in.
He can be a matchup nightmare if he can get it in the paint.
And Millsap slams it in.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Just piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
The dish to Love. The drive by James. Stolen away. Fast break, the Hawks. Korver with the ball. And plenty of contact on the shot, so 2 free throws coming up.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you could hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
That's good from Schroeder.
And in today's NBA, it's all about spacing on offense. It used to be more about finding matchups to exploit. Now it is all about opening up great looks by spreading the floor.
From deep, James. Rebound, Atlanta. Now here's Schroeder. Outside Korver. Horford in the post. He's guarded by Love. Just 5 to shoot. To the wing right side. Millsap attacking. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. And the Hawks lead by 17. On the wing, Irving. Love outside. Thompson passes to James. That's a 2 from Smith. The Cavaliers again can't hit. Schroeder kicks to Millsap. And stolen by Love. LeBron outside. Thompson sets the pick for James. Right side, Irving. Once again off the mark by Cleveland.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open.